Hey, what's up everyone? Eric Rossi, the guy with the eye here with a new little setup. And today I have something special that I finally picked up that's going to join the arsenal and some of the new Canon stuff I picked up and mix in with some of the Nikon stuff that I have. And I just think it's going to help out. And it's going to shock some of you guys, but there's a reason for it. Canon 5D Mark IV. I picked this guy up right here because I've got a wedding coming up and I couldn't rent it, and since I'm trying to kind of build up two systems at once, I kind of simplified things. This is really going to help out. I still have my Canon 6D Mark II, that's not going to go anywhere, but I trust this more for weddings over something like this. But I really just wanted to give my first impressions. I've used the Mark III a lot. I really haven't had a ton of time to use the Mark IV, but it'd be really interesting soon to compare both of these and to see if this is worth like an extra $1,200 to $1,300, but so this is just the unboxing, the first impressions, and we'll kind of see what goes there. Now, the interesting thing is, and I'm glad I saved the video until now, and it's going to help in the review, the Nikon D850 is out. A lot of people who reviewed this camera, because it's right around the same price point, have it before the D850 came out, so I've used the D850 for like 3 minutes, so I can't even really say much, but it's probably going to be the top camera of the year, no doubt whatsoever. This is all just the same old garbage. We'll just jump right in. And that being said, once again, if you're a Nikon shooter, you're heavily invested in Nikon. You get the 5D Mark IV strap. You get the eyepiece that interestingly isn't on the camera. The LP E6N broken battery. The charger. And the camera. If you're already invested in Canon, you're probably going to stick with Canon for the most part. But the D850 is a very, very good camera. The allure to this is actually almost a perfect camera. And this is going to be weird, but give me another second here. It's almost a perfect camera. The thing a lot of people want, especially with what the 6D has, is the articulating screen, the 6D Mark II, it being full frame, and it having 4K video. But the 4K video in this is kind of a joke. It's an old motion JPEG one, so it's really not even worth it. But the 5D line has been known to be very, very good. 5D Mark III is still an amazing camera. It's from 2012. This is from like 2016 at this point, but it's a good camera. Now, really kind of first impressions. You got the touch screen, you got everything. Pretty much the same. For me, once again, with this camera, if this had the fully articulated screen, this hits exactly what I want. Because you do have the dual SD card slots, which the 6D Mark II left out. CF, NSD, and SD card. So you have a lot of what I wanted. But yeah, no, I like the thumbstick in this. It's the perfect camera is a blend of like the 6D Mark II, the 7D Mark II, and just a couple other things. And if you're in a video, once again, this does do 4K, but it's not that amazing. Let me just pop a lens on here and just do a quick test. This also has dual pixel AF, so I really enjoyed that as well. I wish there was an update to like the top screen. It's still an old screen. But besides that, this is a workhorse you'd always want. So I'm gonna turn this bad boy on right here. It's a full touchscreen. It's not limited like most of Nikon's things. They fixed it with the D850, but a lot of the other ones out there are not. But this camera is just, I know, absolutely fast. So if I like go to focus, it locks in very, very quickly. Just to kind of see what it looks like with the Canon 24-70 on it. And here's like the back. So it looks like a typical 5D, a couple little adjustments and button movements here and there. But I really do like where they placed everything, like your selection is right by your thumb if you want to move your autofocusing points and stuff like that. And it's very easy to do with the thumbstick, instead of like having to roll the dial, which you can still use up top. The 5D Mark IV is a very good camera. I'm very excited to bring this along for a wedding coming up next weekend at this point, or whenever this is coming out. But the 5D Mark IV is a very, very strong camera, just with some kind of dumb limitations. And by the way, Canon, the whole C-Log thing, which this doesn't have unless you want to pay $100 more for it, it's a bit BS, so that's a little weird as well. But they said they're not targeting video users with this. But this is the 5D Mark IV. I love the build quality. I love what they do. And that's why I'm adding this along with the 6D Mark II on the Canon side of what I own. For the review, let me know what you guys and girls want to see about this thing, or maybe kind of compare to the D850 if I could snag one to get some video and stuff on for that. But 5D Mark IV, welcome to the family.